Yoga from the scratch. Your first steps on the mat. In this series, you'll find all you need to know to move your body and mind in a healthy way. Align your bones and muscles. Understand movement. And relearn to breathe.
Hello everyone and welcome to this new series. This is a series Yoga for Beginners, Yoga from the Scratch. If you have never stepped on a mat or you've never been to a yoga studio, this is the session you need. So get your mat ready, wear something comfortable, and this is all you need. So we start standing at the top of the mat. So this is the first little challenge. If we talk about the top of the mat, could you please place yourself where you think is the top of the mat? Exactly. So we're always facing into the room, so you might turn yourself 180 degrees, and you always want to have a little space in front of the mat so you can put your hands down. So just take one step back. Yeah, a little closer maybe. Perfect. And here we stand hip width distance apart, so try to really ground down with your feet. So we always try to feel the 4 anchor points. So there is 1 point underneath your pinky, 1 point underneath your big toe, and 2 points on each side of your ankle. So really try to ground down your feet here. Keep your knees soft. And then we start to rotate our pelvis. Our pelvis is like a bowl, and if we rotate our pelvis forward, you can imagine if there would be water inside, the water spills forward. If we rotate our pelvis backward, only the pelvis. If we rotate our pelvis backward, the water spills back. So we want to have an even pelvis. So try to bring your tailbone down, bring the upper hip bones up, and try to imagine your femur, your thigh bone, pulling a little bit backward. Perfect. Bring your belly button inside, soft ribs, stretch through your collarbones. And then from here you can try to breathe into my hand, into your lower back. Guide your breath here. Perfect. Keep your shoulder blades connected and then stretch through the crown of your head. So what we want to gain here in this first pose, Tadasana or mountain pose, is we want to really ground down through our feet, and then from the core, from the center, we lift up to the sky. So we stay here, we take another deep breath in, and then deep exhale out, and just arrive. With your next inhalation, raise your arms up to the sides and overhead. Perfect, stretch your arms. Keep your shoulders relaxed, keep them back in the sockets, and then turn your outer arms back. Extend your arms, release your shoulders. Perfect. Take another deep breath here. Inhale, and then with your exhalation, swing your arms to the sides, bend your knees, and gently fold forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Perfect. Bend your knees a little more. Bend your knees a little more. Perfect. Release your upper body. Fold forward. Perfect. So here we want to gain length in our upper body. We bend from our hips. We keep our knees bent. Perfect. Really ground down through your feet. If you want, you can catch your opposite elbows. Perfect. And really release your upper body here. Release your head. Have your neck soft. Perfect. Stay here. One more deep inhalation. And then as you exhale, release your hands. Bring your hands down on the mat. And then from here, just come down. Come to seated. Bend your knees. And now we come into a tabletop position, all fours in the middle of the mat, center of the mat. Perfect. So here, this is called tabletop or all fours. We open our legs hip width distance apart. So you can open your legs a little more, a little wider. Perfect. Then we align our shoulders, our elbows, and our wrists. Perfect. We open the fingers and spread them wide apart, and we push the fingertips into the mat. So if I come around and try to lift up your finger, perfect, it shouldn't lift. Really good. From here, spread across your collarbones again, release your neck. Soft ribs, bring your ribs softly together and open your hips here. Perfect. Bring your sternum forward. Perfect. With your next inhalation, tilt your pelvis forward and open up your chest. Bring your shoulder blades together. Belly button goes towards the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, rotate your pelvis backward. Bring your lower back back. Separate your shoulder blades. Perfect. And push into the mat. Inhale again. Rotate your pelvis forward. Open up your chest. Shoulder blades together. Neck is loose. And then exhale again. Imagine your spine from your last vertebra. Roll up, vertebra, come up. Release. As you inhale again, start with the vertebrae on your upper body. Come up, arch your back slowly. Inhale deeply. Bring your head up. And one more time, exhale. From your tailbone, start to round your vertebrae, start to round your spine. And then one more time, inhale. From the neck, roll up, come back center. Bring your belly button down. Rotate your pelvis up, perfect. And then with your exhalation, come back center. Perfect. From here, find a neutral spine, come to stillness, relax your head. With your next exhalation, push your pelvis back, sit down on your heels and come into child's pose. Perfect. So in child's pose, you can open your knees a little wider if it feels comfortable for you. And then really extend your arms forward, find length in your body. Child's pose helps us to lengthen our upper body, to stretch our shoulders, our knees, our thighs, and our ankles. And if you want to add a little bit, you can even tuck under your toes and give your toes a little stretch. Perfect. If this is too much, you can always come back, release your toes again. So we call this child's pose, and this is a resting pose. Whenever in the flow of yoga you feel like it is too much on your body, you can always come to child's pose and just give yourself a little rest. With your next inhalation, we come into the next, probably most famous posture, downward facing dog. So how are we gonna get here? With your next inhalation, come back to tabletop. Align your shoulders, elbows and wrists again. And really try to push through especially through your thumb, your middle finger and your pinky. And then from here, we gently rotate the triceps backwards. And then slowly start to engage your core. Bring your belly button in and up, and then lift up your knees just an inch from the ground. And then from here, slowly start to push your hips back and up. Keep your knees bent, keep your knees bent, keep your knees bent. Come back and up. Perfect. And keep this outward rotation of your upper arms. Breathe, push into your arms. And downward dog work comes from your arms. Keep your knees bent. And now you can open your legs a little more, a little wider apart. Perfect. Maybe a little less. And yeah, you can lift up your toes here, find length. Okay, from here, keep your hips level, keep your hips up. And then we start to build the pose. So really ground down through your hands. Remember the middle finger, the pinky, and the thumb. Ground down, find connection to the earth. And from here, lift up through your arms. Rotate your tricep outwards. Release your neck. And then you might want to step a little closer with your feet. Perfect. And bring your hips up, find length here. Really, really good. Try to rotate your thighs a tiny little bit inwards. Keep your knees bent. Really good. Really good. First downward facing dog. See if you can find a little more length. Pushing up a little more, a little more. Hold it, relax your neck. This is downward facing dog. The collarbones spread. We keep our neck soft. And we find length through the upper body. Perfect. Let's stay for one more inhalation. And then as you exhale, bring your knees back down on the mat slowly and come back into child's pose. Rest. So while he's resting here in child's pose, I want to tell you just a tiny little bit about downward facing dog, why it's such an extremely effective posture. It's an inversion posture, so we kind of reverse the effect of gravity. Our heart is below our hips and the vein and the lymph system gets relaxed. So the blood is automatically pumped back into the heart. So it really kind of takes this little effect of supporting the vein system, so our legs can rest from the consistent struggle of this uphill pull in our lymph system. All right, that's enough. So slowly you can come back to all fours position. And to finish up the practice, we will do a little breathing exercise. We also call it pranayama if we start to really consciously control our breath and give it a controlled rhythm or pattern. So you can come to a seated position. Most of the times we bring our feet to the front and just have our legs crossed. Just find whatever is comfortable for you. We call this Sukhasana, or the sweet posture, because it should feel just really sweet. What you can do is you can kind of rock your sit bones from side to side, so you find a very comfortable seat. And then just let your knees fall to the side. With your inhalation, roll your shoulders up to your ears. And with your exhalation, roll them back down. Open through your center, bring your sternum forward. Really good. And then from here, you can close down your eyes for a moment. And just bring your attention to your breath. For now, don't try to control it. Just observe it. Just observe how the oxygen flows into your body and how it leaves your body again. Without any manipulation, we just observe what is happening in our body. And then try to close your mouth and just breathe in and exhale through your nose. And maybe you want to give your breath a color, so you can visualize or imagine in your head how this color enters your nostril or enters your body. So you can visualize how this air enters your body through your nostrils. And then on the exhalation, how the air exits and leaves your body again through your nostrils. While we are bringing our attention to our breath, we're coming out of our mind and just being centered in the body in the moment. And it also is the perfect way to tap into our nervous system, to calm down our nervous system. So with your next inhalation, try to really bring the oxygen into your lower belly, fill up your belly, and then fill up your ribs, and then your chest. As you exhale, exhale from your chest first, then from your ribs, and then from your belly. Perfect. Inhale into your belly, fill your ribs, and then your chest. And as you exhale, exhale from your chest, ribs, belly. One more time, inhale into your belly, ribs, chest, and then see if you can hold your breath here for a second. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale again through your nose, chest, ribs, belly. Hold the breath outside of your body for 4, 3, 2, 1, and take a deep inhalation in. Exhale out, open your mouth, and just take a little second to feel the energy circulating in your body. And then from here, you can slowly open your eyes, extend your legs forward. And then rebend your legs, bring the soles of your feet down. Perfect. Extend your arms forward as you inhale. You can loosen up your fingers. And then as you exhale, slowly roll down onto your mat. Vertebra, vertebra. Feel your tailbone. And then the lower spine, upper spine, neck. And then from here, we come to the most important posture of the yoga practice, Shavasana. It helps us to relax. Extend your legs. Perfect. Let your feet drop to the sides. Maybe open your legs a little wider. Bring your hands next to your body with your palms facing up. And then from here, close down your eyes. And then from here, take one more deep inhalation into your nose. Exhale, open your mouth. One more time, inhale deeply. Exhale, open your mouth and release. From here, let your breath flow naturally again. Stop controlling your breath. And just give yourself a moment to completely surrender to your mat. Bring your attention to the top of your head. And then from there, slowly, in your imagination, walk down through your face. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Your lips, you can open them slightly. Let your tongue drop back and down. Relax your chest, your arms and your fingers. Relax your hips, your thighs, knees, calves, and feet. Relax your toes. And then from here, just give yourself a moment of rest where you don't need to do anything else. Where you don't need to do anything else but rest and enjoy. Okay, jetzt können wir uns... Ah nee, jetzt warte, ich bleib noch da. Thank you so much for practicing with us. I hope you enjoyed the practice and I hope that you're prepared for your first yoga class. So in the next video, we'll learn all about the Sun Salutation. It will be already a little flow, so you will get to move with your breath. I hope you're excited for it, and until then, you can just repeat this video, repeat this first very basic postures. Thank you so much.
I hope you really enjoyed stepping on your mat for the first time, moving your body, connecting to your breath, and you probably felt some muscles that you've never felt before, but that's all right. Consistency makes up for success. So if you like the practice, I'd be really happy if you gave me a thumb up, and also if you shared the practice with someone that you think could like it, could enjoy it as well as you did. See you around.